Hello, my name's Brian. I'm here to tell you about something that happened to me a few weeks ago. But first a question. Isn't it truly amazing that your life can be turned upside down in just 1/10 of a second? It can. And soon, you'll find out why. Let's not bore you with a lot of details about my life. I'll cut to the chase. I was born in New York 23 years ago, and growing up, I was always somewhat of a child prodigy. I studied at Columbia and finished my physics degree with honors last year. During the summer, I arranged interviews with several universities, hoping I'd get into a decent PhD program. And in the end, I was chosen by the best. Professor Silva at Berkeley offered me the chance to do my doctoral studies at the applied physics department he runs there. It was a dream come true. I packed my bags and got ready to move to California. I was ready to drive from coast to coast without stopping. I had no idea of the events that would take place within just a few days. About the mess I was going to get in. Strange people about to cross my path. The hundreds of dangers lurking behind every corner. Yes, it was quite an adventure. Let's go back to the beginning. As I told you, my old car and I were ready to go to California. I decided to take off at night and get a few miles behind me before dawn. I said goodbye to my parents, my sister, and my dog, and I got behind the wheel. That's when I remembered I forgot to pick up a book I'd ordered at a bookshop downtown in Manhattan. Luckily, it was one of those bookstores that stays open 24/7, so I decided to grab the book on the way. I could have asked them to mail it to me once I got to California, but no, I decided to go into Manhattan and get it myself. That one detour changed my life forever. Oh my God!
Stay away. It's better if they don't see us.
She's unconscious. I'm taking her to the hospital.
We'll take care of her at the hospital.
Maybe that moron did the dirty work for us and she's already dead.
Maybe, but we'd better make sure.
It did. I'm telling you. On the way to the bookshop, I hit that girl with my car. I was scared stiff. She suddenly ran out in front of me. There was no way I could stop. Luckily for both of us, she wasn't that badly hurt. They did a bunch of tests on her at the hospital and said she had no major injuries. She was just in shock. So they decided to keep her under observation for 24 hours. A nurse took her to a room and gave her some strong medicine that put her to sleep. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it. The girl's name was Gina, and she was amazingly beautiful. The truth is, I had no reason to stick around, so I went to say goodbye to her and go on my way.
Please, don't leave. They want to kill me.
There, calm down. It's all over now. I hit you with my car, but you're fine. You're in a hospital recovering from...
No, I'm telling you, they want me dead. I've got to get out of here.
Who were they? Please, calm down and tell me why you think they want to murder you.
Something awful happened tonight, and I witnessed the whole thing. Look, I'm a singer. I work at the Pink Iguana, a trendy place with live shows. This evening, when I finished my act, my dad was waiting for me. He works for a secret government agency. He told me he needed to tell me something. He said it was an emergency.
Come a little closer.
Gina, kiddo, I'm in danger. I've gotten into a really big mess, and I'm afraid you're not safe either.
What's the matter, Daddy? Oh, you're frightening me.
There's no time to explain. They're right behind me. I need you to keep this crucifix, and no matter what happens, don't let them find out you have it. You can't trust anybody, not even the police.
But Daddy, please, tell me what's going on.
They're here. Quick, grab the crucifix, and don't let them see you with me.
It was awful. Some guys pulled my dad away and took him into the storeroom. I scrambled away just in time and got the crucifix without them seeing me. I followed them to the storeroom. They tied my dad to a chair and violently started interrogating him. These two henchmen wouldn't stop hitting him, and my heart froze when I saw who was giving the orders. The Sandretti brothers.
The famous mafia bosses? How'd your dad get mixed up with those guys?
I don't know, but they...
Get him to tell you what he knows. Beat the truth out of him, if you must.
Speak. Where is it?
I won't say a word. Damn you! You're gonna speak now. Speak or die. You choose. Go to hell!
It seems our friend doesn't want to cooperate. What a shame.
So, we got a tough boy on our hands. You're not easily convinced, huh? Boys, maybe you're being too soft on our little hero. Did you hear that? The boss says we're being softies.
Hi-ya! What are you doing?
Didn't you hear his neck crack? You killed him, man.
Oh!
Up there.
You already know the rest of the story. I ran out through an alleyway, and when I crossed the street... Please, don't leave me. They'll kill me.
Don't worry, just rest for now. Go to sleep. I won't leave you. She fell asleep. Those tranquilizers must have taken effect. What a story. I don't know what to think. The poor thing is probably in shock from the accident. I bet she dreamt all this. But what if it's true? What if her life really is in danger? I can't just leave her here and forget all about it. I'd never forgive myself if something happened to her. Okay, that's it. I'm not leaving this hospital until I'm sure Gina's completely out of danger. But how are you supposed to act in a situation like this? Yeah, I think I'd better do something to protect Gina in case those mafia murderers she says want to kill her show up. She's sleeping so peacefully. It contains a description of her injuries and the name of her doctor. It's empty. It's empty. It's cracked. Gina must have broken it when she took that sleeping pill. Those are the same kind of sleeping pills Gina took. Snoozitol, one of the finest brands on the market. Standard hospital linens. This could be useful. I suppose that's where the patients keep their personal belongings. I don't have the key. It belongs to Gina. She was carrying it when I ran her over. I'll keep it until Gina wakes up. Let's see. A matchbox I might be able to use. They're from a bar called the Pink Iguana. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff in there, but for now, nothing interests me. The city is so peaceful at this time of night. I'll pass. I prefer more conventional methods, like doors. Let's see. It's a map of this floor of the hospital. Here's the room I'm in. Here's the hall, and if I'm not mistaken, across the hall and just to the left of this room, there's a storeroom. That could be interesting. It's one of those wastebaskets that opens up when you step on the lever. Someone threw away a marking pen. It might still work. It's a bottle of alcohol. This could be useful. I like that Big Apple sticker. I can't. It's locked shut. Out of order. Well, I'm afraid the shower's out of order. There aren't even any faucets. Nature isn't calling right now. And yes, I admit I'm pretty shy about doing certain things in public, okay? Okay, I'll try to reach the storeroom by walking along the ledge. Hope I live to tell the grandkids. Yikes! I better not look down. I almost didn't make it. So, the map was right. This is the storeroom. Let's see what I can find in this dump. It's a medical information card that's put into the charts by the beds. It's blank. He's seen better days. Okay. But I think I'll just take his head with me. His head's got a hole in one side so you can examine his brain. Let's see. Yes, this wig is just what I was looking for. Perfect. That way no one can see the hole in his head. Spray cleaner. This could be useful. They contain all sorts of medical equipment. I'll grab one. It's empty. They're the pillows used in the patient's beds. I'll take them both. Well, they're big and very fluffy. Yikes! I better not look down. Looky here, a vademecum. I may be needing this. Okay, if I use the pillows to look like the body, the head with the wig and a sheet to cover it all up a bit, I can make it look like a woman is sleeping here. That should do the trick. It contains a description of her injuries and the name of her doctor. It's blank. Great. This marker's as dry as a bone. It won't work. Now the syringe is full of alcohol. Ha! Betcha that put some new life into the marker. Good. You can't tell the difference between this and a real chart. Good. That way nobody will know it's Gina lying in this bed. Perfect. That way they'll think it's Gina who's in the bed.
This isn't her. She must be the one in the other bed. Yes, say goodbye to the world, you little tramp.
Hey! Gina! Hey! Hey! Phew. She's just asleep. But those tranquilizers must have been made for elephants. Well, the important thing is, the trick worked and they shot the dummy in the other bed. So everything Gina told me was true. They actually do want to knock her off. It wasn't just her imagination. Okay, let's calm down, Brian. Right now, they think she's dead, which will buy us a bit of time. But we can't waste a minute. I gotta wake Gina up and get her out of this place before they find out she's alive and well. It's no use. She'll never come to. Snoozatol, one of the finest brands on the market. You won't get anywhere doing that. I'll try to figure out what it says about Snoozatol, the sleep medication that Gina took. It says the effects are powerful and almost immediate. The patient sleeps for hours and can only be awakened by a nice cold shower. I don't think I'm strong enough to lug Gina into the shower, so I'll have to come up with another way of pouring cold water on her. It sprays water in case of fire. Good idea. I could use it as a flamethrower and make the sprinkler go off. The water would finally wake Gina up. Let's get to work. But careful, Brian. Don't broil your hand off. Ouch! It burns like crazy. Ow! Now you wake up! Hurry, we've got to exit. Stage left at once!
But what's going on? This water, the smoke, fire!
I'll tell you later. Let me grab your stuff. You can change in the car. Come on, let's get to the parking lot.
awful killer to shoot a dummy instead of shooting me? Hey, I like your style. First, you try to run me down with your car, and then you save my life. Do you do this kind of thing very often?
No, I was just...
It's a good thing that you grabbed my purse, because otherwise we wouldn't have the crucifix my father gave me. Now, what we have to do is...
headed for the nearest police station. This is a very serious matter, and it has to be placed in the hands of the police.
No way. Let's keep the cops out of this, okay? If the government gets caught up in this, we don't know if we can trust them.
Gina, the people that killed your father are after you now. If we go to the police, they'll make sure that...
Read my lips. No, this is too big for the police, and we can't trust them. We have to find out what this crucifix means.
Look, this all seems crazy to me. It's your problem if you decide not to turn to the police, but I'm washing my hands of the whole affair. I'm on my way to California. They're expecting me at Berkeley, and...
I can't believe this guy. You practically turned me into roadkill, and now you want to feed me to the wolves? And here I was actually starting to believe you.
But...
Forget it. It's not worth it. Oh, why would you care if my father was killed? Why does it matter to you if I'm murdered or if my whole family's destroyed?
Okay already. Let me tell you what we're gonna do. I have a friend who's an anthropologist. He works at the Museum of Archaeology and Natural History in Chicago. Since it's practically on my itinerary anyway, I'll drive you there and we can try to figure out more about that crucifix, okay?
I knew I could count on you. You're a doll. Start this baby up. We can't waste any time. Hey, do you know where my blonde wig is? I was carrying it in my purse, and now I can't seem to find it.
Have you confirmed that?
Yes, Don Roberto. Gustav is at the hospital right now. He's checked up on it. I can't see how that girl escaped. Looks like the guy who ran over her is along for the ride. They left the hospital together.
Useless idiots. Have you identified this man's car?
Yes, Don Roberto. We know the model, color, and license plate number.
At least you've done something, Theodore. Meet with Gustav and be prepared. As soon as we locate the vehicle, you're gonna go after them.
Whatever you say, Don Roberto. I assure you, we won't let them ditch us again.
I hope not.
Don't worry, Roberto. Those two couldn't have gotten very far.
Carlo, you know I'm thinking something here. I'm almost glad that girl's still alive.
What do you mean? That girl witnessed what happened, and if she talks, we're in big trouble.
I know that, but it's obvious she hasn't gone to the police. I wonder why.
I don't know. Maybe she's there right now.
I'll bet you $1 she won't stew on us. You know why? 'Cause she knows something. I think our men spoke with her before that animal Gustav broke his neck. Besides, why else would she have been in the storeroom?
Yeah, you may be right, brother. In which case, we gotta make her spill the beans. See what she knows.
You're right, Carlo. We'll do that. Now we gotta get out the warning to all our boys out there. Make sure everyone's on the lookout for that car.
I guess there's no other excuse for getting involved. Gina had me dazzled. I can't deny it. But what would you have done? A beautiful girl asks you for help, so what do? Kick her out of your car on some corner? I don't think so. It took us a whole day to get to Chicago because the old hunk of junk I drive is no race car. Along the way, we stopped to have some snacks and keep the car from overheating. We took turns driving so both of us could get in some shut-eye. We got to the museum pretty late, but my friend Clive knew we were on the way, so he waited up for us. Well, we made it to the museum. Let's park in the back.
Ricky? Hey, it's Munchkin Blob here. I'm calling from Chicago, and guess what? I just saw that car you're looking for. I swear I haven't had a drink, and I'm sure it's the same car. Yeah, a dopey-looking guy with some gal. They went into the Museum of Archaeology and Natural History. Sure thing, I'll tail them.
So, you're trying to find out the precise origin of this crucifix. It must be quite important for you to have come all the way here at this time of night.
It really is, Clive, but there's no time to explain. What can you tell us about the crucifix?
I can assure you it's a matter of life and death.
Well, all right. Let's see. Quite a while ago, the museum trustees acquired the latest three-dimensional scanner for the museum's analysis laboratory. It's capable of analyzing the composition of any object, dating it, and performing a morphological study in order to catalog it. It has the most thorough art and archaeology database that exists in the whole world. We could most certainly use the scanner to delve into the origin of the crucifix.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go straight to the lab now.
Just one moment. Not so fast. Our first predicament is the poor condition the crucifix is in. It's obviously coated with a layer of filth that will make it impossible for the scanner to perform an accurate analysis. We must restore the crucifix first, if the scanner is to work properly.
Well, let's restore it then. You can do it, can't you, Clive?
I'm afraid not. I'm an anthropologist, not a restoration specialist. That sort of job must be performed by Dr. Oliver, the museum's finest art restorer. She just happens to work down the corridor at the restoration laboratory. She's there at this very moment.
Yes, let's go talk to her now.
Hold on, there's another problem. In 3 days, the museum will be opening an exhibition on Mayan art. We're already behind schedule, and Dr. Oliver is overwhelmed with work, trying to restore all the pieces for the exhibition. I'm truly sorry, but you'll have to wait for the doctor to finish her work before having the crucifix restored. And I doubt that will happen for at least 3 days.
3 days? No way. I can't wait 3 days. Professor Silva's waiting for me in California and...
This is unbelievable, Brian. You're already thinking of leaving me here defenseless?
No, I wouldn't do that. But I can't wait for 3 days either. I'm gonna talk with this doctor and try to get her to restore the crucifix tonight.
Oh dear. You can try to, Brian, but I'm warning you. Susan Oliver is not an easy woman to sway. If I were you, I certainly wouldn't dare make such a proposition until she's completed all her work for the exhibition.
Well, I have to try. You said she was next door, right?
Yes, through the first door on the left when you leave my office. Good luck, my friend. You'll be needing it. Listen here, Gina. What do you say if we take a little stroll around the museum and I show you some of its hidden mysteries?
A stroll?
I see you haven't changed a bit, Clive. Anyway, we'll meet up here in a little while.
I don't know. Well, all right. Let's take a stroll.
Hello? Dr. Oliva?
Yes, who are you?
Pleased to meet you, Doctor. My name's Brian Basco. I brought you an object to be restored. It's a crucifix which...
Listen, boy, this wretched son of a Utsitsa has taken me 2 weeks of work to finish. And all of the numbered objects on these shelves here have to be restored by the time the Mayan art exhibition opens in 36 hours.
But this is an emergency, Doctor. There are lives at stake.
My life will be at stake if the items on those shelves aren't ready for the exhibition, all right?
Doctor, it is of the utmost importance that you restore this crucifix right now.
Look here, boy. Didn't I make myself clear? I have to restore all of the numbered items on the shelf. Every last one. In 36 hours. If I don't have a hernia first, that is.
I'll just let you work.
Fine.
Some of the objects have a numbered sticker under them. The number must show what order they're supposed to be restored in. Cool. I'll trade it for the object that's next on the list to be restored. Done. The doctor didn't even notice. It looks like some sort of talcum powder container. This might come in handy. be a briefcase full of varnish. I'll take this one here. It's colorless, but it could come in handy. No doubt about it, the laboratory for doing analyses has got to be behind the store. This controls access to the analysis laboratory. Hello?
Hey, you're a friend of Clive's, aren't you? I saw you come in with him and that hot babe.
Yes, my name is Brian Basco.
Brian? Dude, what a name! Are you a geek or what? I'm Willie. I'm in charge of administration here at this dump.
Administration? You mean maintenance and all that, right?
No, dude. I mean, I'm gonna smack you silly if you don't quit yapping. I'm not a maid, I'll have you know. This whole museum would go to pot if it wasn't for me. And besides, you should know that I run my own small business.
Okay, guy, calm down. What kind of small business are you running?
Let's just say I represent a laboratory equipment factory. Here, take one of my cars in case you need any of our fine products.
William P. Dustin, laboratory equipment. There's a phone number on it. Thanks, I'll keep it in mind. About that business of yours?
Hello? Hey, Mr. Potter! Yeah, you know, it's always a pleasure to do business with you. What do you need this time? 100x eyepiece for an optical microscope? I'll have to see if they're in stock, but I probably can. Let me check with the warehouse, okay? Call me back in 10 minutes. Sure. We'll discuss price later. Same to you, Mr. Potter. See ya. Hey, dude, let's drop the small talk. I got other affairs going on. Well, you know how it is. Business is business.
Okay, goodbye. He's going up the stairs. Let's see where to. Look at him jive along. No way! Willie knows the combination to get into the analysis laboratory. I don't know how he got the combination because I highly doubt he's authorized to go in there. Now I think I know where the laboratory equipment factory that Willie supposedly represents is really located. There are different types of coffee. Cappuccino, espresso, cafe au lait, ice blended mocha. I think the little red light that's on means it's out of coffee. I can see that Gina and Clive have gone on that casual little stroll around the museum. There's no doubt about it. Clive's the same old guy as ever. He'd ignore his own mother to chase after a woman. Let's see. This is a 2-volume treatise on anthropology. I was never very interested in this subject, but I may need the books to find my way around the museum. Hey, look what was hidden under the books on the table. It's an X-shaped crack. Kind of looks like a keyhole to open a lock. Good idea. Go for it. Now I can't touch any of the keys. If I leave a fingerprint behind, it would ruin the entire plan. The next thing I have to do is get Willie to enter the combination that opens the door, so his fingerprints are left behind on the right keys. Good idea. I'll call Willie and try to get him to enter the analysis laboratory. That way, I can try to find out the access code. I hope the number on that business card he gave me is his real phone number.
Hello?
Mr. Dustin?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Frank Steiger. I'm a friend of Mr. Potter's. He told me you could furnish me with some products that I need.
Sure. It's a pleasure to do business with a friend of Mr. Potter's. He's one of my best customers, you know. By the way, your voice sounds familiar. Do we know each other, Mr. Steiger?
No, I don't think so.
Well, anyway, what can I do you for?
Well, I was interested in some eyepieces. Yeah, eyepieces for optical microscopes.
Whoa! This must be repeat request night. Seems like everyone's looking for the same thing.
Come again?
Nothing, Mr. Steiger. Just running off at the mouth. Tell me, what kind of eyepieces do you need? I can tell you I got a nice set of 100Xs.
Well, I was looking for some 200X eyepieces, actually.
200, huh? Well, I'll have to check the warehouse. Call me back in 10 minutes and I'll tell you if we have any in stock.
Okay, talk to you soon then.
Talk to you soon, Mr. Steiger.
He's coming up now. I'll hide behind here. I should wait for Willie to leave the lab before going in there myself. It'd be embarrassing for the two of us to run into each other. This controls access to the analysis laboratory. Now I can't touch any of the keys. If I leave a fingerprint behind, it would ruin the entire plan. Perfect. Now I can tell which keys have Willie's fingerprints on them and guess the combination. I'll only dust the keys that have varnish on them. Cool. Now I can tell Willie's fingerprints apart from mine, no problem. And it looks like the varnish dried completely with the powder on it. So now I can press the keys without having to worry about erasing the fingerprints. The numbers that make up the code are 1, 3, 7, and 8. All I have to do is figure out the right combination. If I remember right, when I saw Willie enter the combination, the sounds the keys made went something like... Yeah, that's it. 8137. I won't forget that combination. It's pretty dark in here, but I'd better not turn on the lights. I don't want anyone to find me here. It looks like a thermal chamber used to keep pieces of art under ideal conditions of temperature and humidity. The Sun of Uxitsa star display at the Mayan art exhibition has gotta be in there. The ruby on that thing is huge. It's an old key or something. Maybe I'll find a place to use it. Well, how about that? There was a note under it. Let's see. Clive, here is the ancient Aztec key all clean and polished like you requested. Next time don't wait so long before having it cleaned. It was disgustingly filthy. See you next Monday. Signed by a guy named Ron. So the key belongs to Clive. Well, I'll just give it to him later. Let's Let's take a peek. I know it can't be opened manually. I think you have to push that button over there to open it.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Susan Oliva.
Name invalid. Access denied.
I don't think I'll get it to open that way. Yes! I bet the key fits perfectly. Aha! Look what we have here. A hidden safe. It's a voice recorder. Well, okay. I'll just borrow it from Clive for a while. Then I'll give it back to him. Excuse me, Doctor. Could you tell me your name again?
Dr. Susan Oliva. It's marked clearly on the door.
All right, let's see if the plan works.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan.
Name invalid. Access denied.
What in the world? Oh, the battery went dead right when I needed it. I'll take the battery out of the tape recorder. Gotta find a battery with some power. It looks like the ones used for wine tasting. Let's see if it fits. Perfect! Fits like a glove. Well, this is a good opportunity to check whether you can restore some of a dead battery's energy by lowering its temperature. Let's remove the battery from the ladle. The battery is definitely frozen. I hope it'll make the tape recorder run now. Voila! I hope the recorder will work now. I hope the battery lasts long enough.
Please state your name for the voice identification system.
Dr. Susan Oliva.
Identification verified. Good evening, Dr. Oliva. Please remember that the chamber will automatically close in 30 seconds.
It worked! I shouldn't do this, but I've already had to do so many other crazy things tonight. I hope nothing serious happens to it once it's outside the thermal chamber. Good idea. Maybe I can use it to get the ruby out. Cool! It worked! Let's see if I can put this one in place of the one that's already there. Fantastic! I think this will make the laser beam much more powerful. Now I'll wait for the doctor to come and use the laser. It worked! My heart goes out to the good doctor, but there was nothing else I could do.
I need an iced mocha, now!
Don't get all worried, Dr. Oliva. I'm sure a little glue will do the trick.
No, my hands aren't what they used to be anymore. I couldn't even peel an almond if I had to.
Doctor, you gotta snap out of it. Anyone can make a mistake.
Let me be. My life is sheer failure. First, my husband has an affair with that floozy Dr. Kendall. Then my son becomes a Hare Krishna and runs away from home. And now this! If I can't keep my family together and I'm no good at my work either, what's the purpose of my life?
I think the little red light that's on means it's out of coffee. Hi, Willie.
Hey, man. How's it going?
I noticed the coffee machine upstairs is out of coffee.
Yeah, it went dry this afternoon.
When are you gonna refill it?
Listen, man, don't be so demanding. Yesterday, I put the last package left in the storeroom, so I can't do anything about it right now.
Well, I could sure use a cup of joe. Isn't there anything you can do to get it to make just one more cup?
Just one more cup? Of course. You can go up to it and softly whisper, "Nice little machine. Couldn't you serve me one more cup of coffee, please?" I'm telling you, no. If it's out of coffee, it's out of coffee. And there's nothing more to it. It's all that crazy Dr. Oliva's fault. She is one sick lunatic. She must put away 20 iced mochas a day. No wonder she's so edgy all the time, the old bat.
I don't want to take up any more of your time, Willie. See you later.
See ya.
I don't know much about art, but this all looks amazing. It's a human figure dressed as a king with some kind of bowls at his feet. I guess those objects represent the offerings the Maya made to their kings and gods. Hey, that bowl there has something that looks a lot like coffee in it. I'm grabbing it. Maybe I can use this to make Dr. Oliva some coffee. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
I don't know, dude. That doesn't look like coffee to me. Anyway, those are coffee beans, and that stupid machine ain't gonna work with nothing but coffee that's all ground up, man.
I might be able to use the lathe to grind the coffee beans. It worked like magic! Now this coffee-like stuff has been ground. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, are you sure this crud is coffee?
Yeah, of course it's good coffee. I buy it in bulk.
No, man, I'll pass. It's not that I don't trust you, dude, but I don't want any trouble. I'd rather use the Java I normally pick up for the machine, in case I get busted.
There's something inside. Let's take a look. It's an empty package of coffee. All right, it may be just what I need. It's empty, but I can still smell coffee. Okay, start pouring. Phew, that was just the right amount. Now it looks like a brand new package of coffee. Willie, here's some coffee so you can refill the machine upstairs.
Dude, this is the brand I always use. Yeah, baby, this is right on time. See? Now I don't have to go out tomorrow and buy some. I'm gonna go fill up that junky coffee machine right away.
This Willie guy's an unusual character. Well, let's see if I can finally take this rich aromatic coffee to the doctor. I'll just wait one little moment so Willie has time to refill the machine. Okay, let's go. It's working now. The red light is off. Okay, I'll just get one. I hope it's nice and strong. Here, doctor, have some coffee. It'll make you feel better. Now, that's better, isn't it? Come on, you can start working again now that you've calmed down. We wouldn't want the Mayan exhibition to be canceled because you didn't finish your work, would we now?
Of course not. I'll get to work immediately, and no one's gonna stop me this time, not even the feds.
Munchkin Bob, I see you haven't grown much in the past few years.
If it ain't Gustav, my one-eyed pal. It looks like the eye they ripped out of you hasn't grown back either.
Careful, Bob. Don't tempt me. Let's just get down to business. They're still in that dumb museum, right?
That's right. The car hasn't moved from the lot. We can wait here until they come out and grab them.
Without the car, they could have escaped in some other direction. Nah, I won't run the risk of having them get away again. Let's go after them. You wait here, Bob, and watch to see if the cops show up.
Okay, Gustav. Whatever you say.
Well, I had to leave the doctor alone so she could pay full attention to restoring the crucifix. But it's been a while now, and being as enthused as she was after drinking that coffee, I'm sure the crucifix is all finished. So, I'm going in. Man, it looks like the doctor is completely out of it. But I see she managed to finish restoring the crucifix. Excellent. It certainly needed polishing. Oh, looks like new. This is interesting. Now I'm sure we can find out where it came from and what it's for. I better go to the lab right away and use the scanner to check out the crucifix.
Dude, what a weird night. Are you guys friends of Clive's too? First came that hot babe with Brian the Dweeb Man, who I have nothing against, of course. He may be a nerd, but he's a nice guy. And now you guys, man. By the way, what are those get-ups you're wearing, man?
And you know what? It's about time I found out what that is. Let's see if I can figure out how to work the fancy scanner. So, the crucifix is of Hopi origin. The Hopi are a Native American tribe that lives in Arizona. Great. That is an important piece of information, but I'm starting to understand this whole story less and less. The materials that the crucifix is made of aren't valuable at all. And even though it's probably of some historical value, it'd never be worth killing people over. There must be something else behind the story of this crucifix.
Brian, quick, follow me. It's Gina. She's in danger. I'm sorry, Brian. No! You told me you wouldn't hurt me if I handed it over to you. No!
As you can imagine, this is when things got really out of control. Luckily, those guys were interested in knowing what we'd found out. Otherwise, I doubt they'd have let us live. Of course, that blow to the head knocked me out, and I didn't know what was going on for quite a while. When I came to, I realized that we were flying in a helicopter. My head ached and pounded, and when Gina told me what happened to Clive, well, I felt absolutely awful to know they'd done away with him. I couldn't stop thinking that if I hadn't gone to the museum that night, he'd still be alive. I did my best to get over it, and decided that feeling sorry for him would get us nowhere. The sad truth was that I'd have the same fate as Clive if I didn't come up with a plan. The instinct for survival and a desire for revenge took over my thoughts, and I totally forgot about Clive. A bit later, the helicopter began to descend. I could see we were landing in a desert area in the middle of what looked like an old oil field. We were taken out of the helicopter and put inside of an old cabin. It was pretty obvious they were mainly interested in Gina. As soon as we got in the cabin, they tied her to a chair and started to beat the living daylights out of me. They put me to sleep once again with a well-aimed pistol whip at the back of my neck. When I woke up, I was all turned around and I thought my head was going to explode. Ouch! Oh, my aching head. Those wretched thugs smacked me up good. I swear these insane murderers are gonna pay for this. On top of it all, they stole everything I had on me. My wallet, my car keys, my piece of amber. Everything. I'll try to get my stuff back. But the first thing I've got to do is find out what they've done with Gina and try to get out of this huge mess in one piece. There's a fairly large crack in the middle of the door.
I'm starting to lose my temper, Gina. I want answers. And I want them now.
Tell the Sandrettis they have nothing to worry about, because I don't plan on mentioning what happened in the storeroom at the club. Really, I value my life too much.
You're not expecting that pipsqueak over there to get you out of this mess, are you? He's such a sissy. I only hit him twice, and he was on the floor like a sack of potatoes.
You're wasting your time, boys. I'm clueless, I swear.
I have to help Gina. Those animals are capable of doing anything. It's one of those blower thingies that people once used to get the fire to burn hotter. This could be useful. An all-purpose cleanser. I'll take it with me, but there's no way I'm cleaning this pigsty up. It's made of iron, so it should be sturdy and resistant. Yeah, this should come in handy. I think it's one of the pegs from the coat rack on the wall. This might come in handy. It's a chamois. I may be needing this. Fresh Bubbles, the soft drink preferred by more Americans. There isn't even a can of soda, but it's full of huge blocks of ice. It weighs a ton. There's no way I can get it to move if it's full. Plugged in and seems to work since the freezer is on. Done that. Now it'll start to defrost. It weighs a ton. There's no way I can get it to move if it's full. Done. Now the chamois can be used for cleaning. Okay, that way I can get the sun to come in through the window. Let's wipe it clean. Wow, hard to believe the layer of dirt on there. Let the sun shine in. Alright, now that the power to the freezer's been cut off, the lid is open and the sun is shining in on the blocks of ice. I think it'll defrost in a jiffy. It's been a while. Let me see. The ice is completely melted, but now the freezer's full of water. Yeah, that's how I'll empty the water out of the freezer. Okay, it looks like it's all empty now. Okay, here we go. I think I can move it now that it's empty. Cool, a trap door. I knew it! Something was telling me the solution was hiding under that heavy freezer. Yes, I'll try to pry the padlock off. Done! Now I can get the heck out of this wretched cabin. Alright, I think I can slip out under the cabin. I'll be careful not to go out through the front so they don't catch me. Here we go! I made it out. I'll hide behind those rocks and think about what to do next.
Hello. What rock did you climb out from under, handsome?
Hi.
He's here to rescue us, girls. We're saved.
To rescue you? But I thought I was the one.
Did that lizard Jules send you?
Jules? Wait, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. I just escaped from that cabin there. Some mafia thugs were holding me prisoner. Me and my, a friend of mine. You've got to help me set her free. Her life is in danger.
I was just in that cabin a while ago. We saw a chopper fly in, and I went there to ask for help. But some guy with an eye patch told me to do an about-face and never come back there if I didn't want to become buzzard food.
Listen, cutie, we're in a jam here too. We are artistes on a nationwide tour, and our bus broke down a week ago. We've been stuck in this godforsaken desert all this time.
Our driver Jules, who accompanied us on tour, went for help. And well, we haven't heard from Jules again. I bet that jerk took off with all the money we gave him and left us out here to become cactus fertilizer.
Jules said he knew of a shortcut through this hot desert, and that we'd get to Las Vegas much faster his way.
I bet the swindler had it all planned out. I bet he broke the bus himself to steal our money and leave us here with the rattlesnakes.
Well, I see you're not doing much better than me. But I'm sure we can work together to find a way out of here. The most important thing to me is freeing Gina. Those guys are dangerous and might do away with her at any moment. And you girls have to help me.
Don't get me wrong, but I trust guys like you less and less every day. Who is this Gina woman? Why are they holding her captive in that cabin? Who are those guys you say you're running from? And most importantly, who are you?
It's a long story, and we're running out of time. Believe me, I'm one of the good guys, and I can assure you they're the bad guys. Will you help me? By the way, my name's Brian.
Hi, I'm Carla.
And I'm Mariola. Charmed.
And I'm Lula, and hey, we're with you on this, you big hunk. We'll help you out. Do you have a plan, dear?
A plan?
Of course. A plan to free your girlfriend and get us innocent lambs out of here.
She's not my girlfriend, and, well, I haven't thought of a plan yet.
She's not your girlfriend?
A handsome man like you with no girlfriend?
You don't like women much. That's it, isn't it?
Okay, she is my girlfriend. And I think I do have a plan. Just let me think a while and let the plan develop.
Develop. In the meantime, I'm gonna rehearse my new dance move.
Yeah, and I'm going to get back to my tan.
And I'm going to rest for a while. I'm simply exhausted.
Got it. Hey! Don't you want to hear my plan?
Why don't you just wait until you got everything ready? Okay, Luscious?
Okay. Don't wear yourselves out, girls. Okay, first of all, let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then, I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. I can't waste a single moment. Gina's life is in jeopardy. Let's get down to work. Tanning oil. Mariola, do you mind if I borrow your tanning oil?
Sorry, sugar, that's my life's blood. I still haven't acquired that bronze tone that turns macho men into love machines.
Lula! Hey, you know, your face sure looks familiar. I'm certain I've seen you somewhere before.
I don't think so. Unless you see me in one of our shows. But frankly, big boy, you don't seem like the type of guy that goes to the places where we usually act.
Yeah, you're right. I must be mixing you up with someone else, but, I'd swear. Oh, whatever. Forget it. I don't want to interrupt your rehearsals anymore.
Okay.
One of those typical prop trucks that actors and singers use. I think I'll take a look and see what's inside. A basketball! It's deflated and needs some stitching, but it might be of use. Wow! What a sweet setup they've got here. Very chic. I like it. I see Carla's lying down and back. I think it's the axle of the device that opens and closes the bus door. But it's strange. The crank that the driver uses to turn the axle is missing. It looks like a handle to something, like a flashlight maybe. It wasn't a flashlight after all. It's a handheld vacuum. I know I can use this. They're nice. It's okay. I'm sure the girls have plenty. Maybe I'll show how thoughtful I am by giving them to Gina as a present. It's full of lipstick. Well, I'll just grab whichever. I don't plan on using any myself, but I might use it for something else. It has a security closure system. You need a key to get it open. Must be one of those weird cocktails that has a mix of a whole bunch of drinks. I don't think Carla would like it much if I took her cocktail away. Besides, I've never tried strong mixed drinks. It might upset my stomach. There, let's just say, stellar? Yeah, that's the word, stellar. It looks like shoe repair thread, and there's a needle next to it. I'll take the needle too. Maybe I can use it somewhere. Excuse me, Carla?
Yes, honey.
You look exhausted.
Utterly, darling. Listen, I was a bit indisposed when I woke up yesterday because of some stomach trouble, so I took a pill I keep just for these occasions. The trouble is, I forgot you can't mix the pills with alcohol because they knock you out. So I had a Turkish passion in the evening. I invented that nectar-like delight, by the way. Ooh, sister, you can't imagine what happened. It's like I was frozen in space. My graceful body seemed to weigh a ton. Just horrid. I'm feeling a tad better today, but I'm still a bit peaked. I need to get some beauty sleep.
And you say that if you mix those pills with alcohol, it knocks you out cold?
Let me tell you, honey, that mix is a time bomb, and the effects last for hours.
I just happen to have a bit of heartburn. You wouldn't let me try one of those pills you take, would ya?
Darn, I just ran out. When I went to take one yesterday, there were only 2 left in the bottle. I took one and dropped the other one, which fell through that grating on the floor.
Speaking of which,
tell me what you want from me, oh youthful beauty.
I'll let you get some rest, Carla. See ya.
Toodaloo, cutie.
I can't see anything from here, but the pill Carla dropped must be down there somewhere. Good idea. Maybe I can find the pill that Carla dropped. I'll open up the vacuum cleaner bag and see if Lady Luck is on my side. Bingo! Here's the pill. An airplane graveyard. And as far as I can tell, most of them are military aircraft. From around the time of World War II, I'd say. It's a little rusty, but I bet it might still work if I grease it up. It's all blocked up by the rust and years of disuse. I'd have to grease it up really well in order to use it. Wow, it's a string of bullets for the machine gun. It's in good shape, and I could actually use it if I find some bullets to fill it up. It's an old helmet from World War II. Infantry, not a pilot. It's a bit old, but it might save me from any other punches. Wow! An oil well! It seems pretty old. I bet it's been running for years. Undoubtedly petroleum. Yeah, I like the idea of tinting the lenses so it looks darker through them. Let's try. Done. It's made of metal, and someone's beat the heck out of it. All right, I might use it for something. Wow, looks like the railroad tracks come all the way up to here. Although, judging by the look of that train car, the tracks must be from the 1800s. I wonder what kind of ants inhabit this area. It's old, but seems like it's still strong and sturdy. Let's see what's inside. Yuck! Ugh! It doesn't smell very good in here. It's chock full of screws. I think it's one of the ones they used to build the train tracks. No, I'm not going to take the whole bucket full, but I will take one screw. It's long, so it might be good for something. Yeah, I think the top of the screw might fit right into the opening on the peg. Presto! They fit together so well that I'll never be able to pull them apart again. One is closed and the others are empty. I don't know. They must have tar or something like that inside. This barrel here is the only one that's closed. Let's see if I can get it open. I wonder what's inside. Peanuts! I wonder how long they've been in the barrel. XXX. No doubt about it, it's a barrel of gunpowder. Sure, I can use this to drill a hole in the barrel, no problem, but I need something to pour the gunpowder into when it starts spurting out. Aha! I'll place the bucket at the bottom of the barrel so the gunpowder falls in when I screw the hole into the barrel. I've got it! I'll drill a hole in the barrel so the gunpowder falls out into the bucket. Sweet! Now the bucket's full of gunpowder. Cool. There's enough gunpowder here to last quite a while. I like that idea. Turning harmless lipstick into a high-caliber bullet. Yeah! Here we go. I'll dab a little gunpowder on the base. Ready. No need to put any more gunpowder on it. Well, let's see how well it fits. Perfect! Now let's see if I can make some more bullets to finish filling up the belt. I think there's someone over there. I'm afraid he's not one of the good guys. He looks like a buff type of guy that might shoot you in the back. He must be guarding that barn or something. I can't let him see me.
Good beer, I tell you.
I'll take a peek through that crack there. Inside is the chopper they used to bring us to this desert. Of course. Now I understand why that lummox is there. They're using the barn as a hangar and he's guarding it. I'll enter through the rear window.
Good beer, I tell you.
Excellent choice. If what Carla told me about the effects of the pill being mixed with alcohol is right, this guy will go out like a light, fast. But it's impossible to do it without him noticing. I have to distract him somehow in order to stick the pill into the can behind his back.
Plunk.
Okay, I'll try to stitch it. Well, that turned out better than I expected. Let's see if I can blow it up with this doohickey. It worked! You can't even tell where I stitched it up. Yeah, there's something to that idea. Maybe I can get Lula to admit who she really is and get her to distract the muscle man in the barn. Lula, come look!
Hey, big boy, I didn't know you liked sports. Where did you get that basketball? Throw it to Lula. This is the ball from the first match I won my first title at.
I knew it! Give up the act, sister. You're Lou Lemaire, aren't you? And I see you can still work wonders with a basketball.
Of course, I've still got the magic touch. Why do you think I was named most valuable player in the league 3 years in a row?
Too bad that all went by the wayside when you messed up that last basket in the 95 finals, huh?
It was a personal foul, for goodness sake. That vision impaired bat of a referee didn't see it. Those journalist leeches looked the other way. Everyone in the home pavilion was blinded by my grandeur. But it was a personal foul.
Okay. Pipe down, Lula. That's all in the past now. Best not to stir up old memories. After all, who hasn't missed a basket at some point? When completely alone under the basket? While vying to win the NBA Finals? It really isn't that important.
Dare you insinuate that there was no foul,
No, of course not. Of course there was a foul. On purpose, too. What's important now is you gotta help me out by distracting that guy I told you about. Being who you are, you won't have any problem with a little competition hooping cans into a bucket, will you? I'm sure you'll beat him easy, and that way you can soften the Studley thing up a bit.
All right, you win. But with two conditions. One, that all that hearsay about my past remains entre nous. I really want to protect Carla and Mariola from this. And two, well, look. Ever since ever since that personal foul that kept me from making that basket in the finals, I've been drained of my self-confidence. I'll probably prance up to the sky, and I won't know what to say or do. So, you have to come along and talk for me.
But that's impossible. I can't let him catch sight of me or he'll recognize me. He has to have seen me when they brought me in the helicopter.
Yes, I understand. Well, I've got it. Listen, dear, we have some of those cutesy little receivers you place inside your ear. They blend in entirely. We use them for some of our cabaret acts. Here's the plan. I stick it in, and you use the walkie-talkie to whisper my lines to me. Tell me you love the idea?
I guess it's okay. Let's try it.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? This is private property, so you better vacate the premises.
Well, you see, didn't you say he was an Adonis?
Calm down, Lula. Tell him you were just passing through, that you saw what nice hoops he was shooting into the tank, and that he's not bad.
Well, as I said, I was passing along and saw you toss some cans at that tank. And I said to myself, ooh, this guy's pretty hot. At basketball, that is.
Pretty hot? Very hot, you mean? I don't think you'll come across anyone that can shoot hoops like me.
Tell him you're not so bad yourself, and challenge him to throw from further away. That way, he'll get out of the way, and I can come right on in.
Well, to tell you the truth, hot stuff, I can shoot baskets just as well as you can. And from even further away.
Yeah, right. You must be joking, aren't you? You don't really think you can beat me?
Follow me if you dare, and I'll show you.
I shouldn't leave my post, but Rocco Wallace is always willing to take on a challenge. I'll laugh my head off teaching this ditz a lesson.
Anyway, I see there are quite a few empty cans around here. Ooh, look at this.
How about that? I have to admit you ain't bad, but I can do better.
I have to take advantage of this nice moment of privacy to do whatever I need to do.
With my eyes shut?
Watch this.
Okay, I can spike the beer now that the gorilla's left his cage. There we go. I hope he finishes that can before opening another. I think he's coming back. Better take off so Biceps Boy doesn't find me and ruin everything at the last moment. Cross your fingers.
Man, that last sip of beer was a killer. I think I'm losing it. I better have another drink.
Congratulations! It worked! He is so tired he can barely move. Hey pal, what? Feeling drowsy, are we?
What are you doing here, Pipsqueak? I don't know how you got out of the cabin, but as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna grind you into hamburger meat. Just wait for this dizzy spell to pass, and you're gonna get it.
You're in no state to be threatening anyone, Mac. When you snap out of it, if you do, we'll be long gone. Okay, we can't waste a second. I'll go open the barn door. That chopper will get us all out of this dust bowl. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. And to get away, we can use the helicopter. Don't really know who's gonna fly the thing.
Beer never had this effect on me before.
He can hardly move. Carla certainly wasn't exaggerating about the effects of mixing that pill with alcohol. Better not. This guy doesn't look like he's into chitter-chatter.
Don't even think about touching the helicopter.
Maybe it will be useful at some point.
Or you'll regret it.
I'd better carry it with the lid on.
Yeah, keep that jaw away from me. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? This mere little glass jar? And here I thought you were a tough guy.
It's not the jaw that's dangerous. It's the wild ants in this area.
Ants?
Yeah, they go berserk over peanut butter.
Listen, you're worse off than I thought.
Think whatever you like, moron. See that wood left over behind there? It was a nice old rocking chair. A few days ago, I left a jar of peanut butter open on it. And when I came back a few hours later, the rocking chair was just as you see it now, with 1,000,000 ants all over it.
Yeah, whatever you say. It's a wreck, and half the parts are missing. It must have been abandoned here years ago. It reminds me of one my dad used to have in the backyard. As a kid, I'd entertain myself by banging on it with a baseball bat. The truth is, I was a bit wild in those years. Yeah, it'd be nice for me to relive old times and unleash some of that pent-up rage I hold within.
Beer never had this effect on me before.
It's very therapeutic, I assure you. It's one of the footrests from the motorcycle. It fell off when I hit it with the crowbar. I may be needing this.
You better head straight for the cabin before Gustav and Theodore realize you ran away, weakling.
Good idea. That way Mariola will think she has a darker tan. Careful, she better not notice. Perfect. She didn't see a thing. Contains carrot extract. Perfect for that natural tan you worked so hard to get. Mariola, do you mind if I borrow your tanning oil?
Oh, all right, take it. I think I already have a luscious tan. Tell me, honey, don't you find me irresistible?
Oh yeah, you're one hot babe with that tan. Thanks for the suntan oil. I don't plan on lying out in the sun, but I might need it for something else. Yes, I'm taking them all. With all these, I can make a bunch of bullets. All right, with all this lipstick, I can make 100 pursefuls of bullets. Ready. There was just enough gunpowder to fill up all the lipstick holders. All right, I'll fill up the bullet belt. They just slide in. Huh, what a coincidence. There's exactly the same number of bullets as empty slots. Yeah, I think they'll fit together somehow. Perfect! Now the lever's as good as new. It works! The door closed. It's a pocket of leather stuck to the door. I guess it's meant to hold the bus keys or something like that. Let's see what's inside. A key. I bet I know what it's for. Let's see if I'm lucky. And this key is the one to the fridge. Well, let's see what we've got here. I'll grab the butter. Looks like Carla didn't even notice, but I locked the door again just in case. It's all blocked up by the rust and years of disuse. I'd have to grease it up really well in order to use it. It's not the best kind of oil to grease it up with, but it should work. Alright, I think it'll work now. Let's see how that works. Perfect. The cabin is within shooting range. Well, here we go. A-okay. Now the machine gun is ready for firing whenever I might need it. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. We'll use the machine gun to keep them pinned inside the house. The idea of going back in there doesn't amuse me at all, but I guess I have to. Yeah! I can use the helmet as a pot to melt the butter. Okay, I'll put the peanuts in. Great, now all I have to do is heat it up so everything melts together nice and smooth. And ta-da! I'll have whipped up a lovely batch of peanut butter. Good thinking! With the sun beating down on the freezer lid, it must be hot enough to fry an egg. Perfect for making that tasty peanut butter. Let's leave it on the burner a bit longer so that it melts into a smooth cream. I can use the spatula from the jar of real peanut butter to stir the mixture. Well, it's not real peanut butter, but I think it'll pass. And the color is certainly just like the real thing. Well, it seems like a harebrained scheme, but why not? Can't hurt to try. Let's see. Let's see if those ants show any sign of life. Jeez! Unbelievable! This isn't happening. Wild beasts! Absolutely amazing! They've munched up the shack into a pile of sawdust. Luckily, the things inside have remained intact. There's enough dynamite to blow this whole place up. I better walk carefully with this stuff on me. Fine plan. If I choose the right moment to blow up the well, I can draw the goons' attention. Let's put the dynamite in place. The detonator goes behind this rock, which is perfect for protecting me from the blast. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. We'll grab their attention by blowing up the oil well at just the right time. Everything is ready then. I'll go talk with the girls and put the plan in motion. Girls, listen to me. I've got something important to tell you. I have some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
Oh, dear boy, start with the good news, please.
I've cooked up the perfect plan to set Gina free and get us all out of here. I'll need a bit of cooperation on your behalf, but it'll be easy, so don't worry.
So what about that bad news, darling?
Well, let's see. Do any of you know how to fly a helicopter?
A helicopter?
A helicopter?
Calm down, girls. It's no problem. Sergeant Hewitt reporting, sir. Reconnaissance pilot from the Bravo Division, sir. Windward Regiment, 2nd Battalion, Charlie, United States Marines, sir!
You're a Marine? Oh, that's awesome, Carla! I would have never guessed. Very well then, there's no time to waste. Go get your things and take them to the chopper. Then I'll explain the details of the plan and tell each of you what your mission is. Oh, and one more thing. Remember that we're flying out on a helicopter that doesn't hold all the stuff you've got in the bus. Please, just take what you need. Oh, good thing you brought just the essentials. And hey! You don't expect us to be taking the bodybuilder along too, do you?
He's really a nice boy, Brian. He just needs someone to set him on the right path.
Us girls will take care of that. The poor guy just needs a chance in life. We'll give him just what he deserves.
Okay, whatever you gals want. The important thing is this. Listen. First, we're going to cause an explosion in that oil well to distract the one-eyed guy and his sidekick. You're in charge of that, Mariola. Don't worry, it'll be simple. I've got it all planned out. You just have to activate the detonator and run to the helicopter, okay?
And how will I know when to push the button?
We'll use radio transmitters. You'll each be wearing one, and I'll give you instructions over the walkie-talkie. Lula, are there enough transmitters?
Yes, sweetie pie. No problem. There are more than enough.
Perfect, then. Lula, we'll be taking advantage of your excellent marksmanship, so use the machine gun I set up for you in the airplane graveyard. It's got a great clear shot to the cabin. If the plan goes off without a hitch, the oil well will blow up and those thugs will run out of the cabin to find out what happened, which is when I slip in and free Gina. All right, when the thugs go back inside, you'll start to shoot at the cabin to keep them from running after us, since they'll have realized that Gina's gone. Understood?
Understood! It's gonna be so much fun to slaughter those pigs, but when do I make a run for the helicopter?
Let's see, you'll still be too far from here, and you've got to give us cover while we retreat. Mariola, Gina, and I will be on board the helicopter. We'll take off and go pick you up at the plane cemetery.
Okay, but don't forget about me.
Calm down, nobody's staying on land. Carla, you'll start up the engines as soon as Mariola gets back from the oil well, okay? Yoo-hoo, Carla!
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. I was just going over this flight manual.
Flight manual? Carla, are you sure you know how to fly this bird?
Why, of course. I was just reviewing certain concepts. I've got more in-flight hours than a bald eagle.
And just about the same hairdo, you old hag.
Your insides are just eaten up with jealousy.
Come on, girls, don't claw each other's eyes out. Carla, we have 100% faith in you. In our prayers, too.
This is so exciting, girls. I feel like I'm on Charlie's Angels.
Okay, enough talk. Everyone get in position. Good luck to everyone. And to myself. Okay, let's make sure everything's set up. Hey, Mariola, are you in position?
Oh, yes, of course. Ready.
Okay, wait for my signal. Lula, are you ready?
Ready when you are, and mad about going into combat.
Perfect. Just stay alert. Carla, all set?
In position, sir. Sergeant Hewitt, prepared for takeoff.
Very good. You pay attention too. A-okay. It's time. Let the party begin! Mariola, blow up that well!
What in the world was that?
Oh man, they blew up the well.
I don't like this one bit. We gotta call the Sandrettis.
The girl's gone.
That's impossible, crazy broad. Take cover! We're being ambushed!
Fast, Lula, climb on board! Come on, Carla, get us out of here!
Ooh, careful with that plane, Carla!
Pull up!
Oh!
Wait, what's the matter now?
I broke a fingernail activating that damn detonator.